All right, we're recording. First time recording this, so it's basically for all the people that are in. Yo, what's up, Kayden? Um,
What's up, brother?
so I am recording this one. It's just for like everybody that's in EU. That's like 4 a.m. right now. Oh man, what a day! What an
Hey,
interesting day.
so unpredictable. It's crazy.
This was the
But you,
first time that I heard news and I was like, I am taking action. I usually don't like to trade off of news, but we thought the same thing. Caden, we had basically the same entry.
bro, literally, I saw someone in the chat was like, someone rugged a coin, like Trump's advisor. I was like, are you serious? Clicked on that. Then I saw that they just released it, and then they said, oh, Trump just launched a new coin, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so bad, and I just immediately hit short.
Yeah. I'm gonna let everybody in Perps know that we're live.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Dude, I got a few things I want to talk about. I mean, this should be a pretty good little stage. I'm
Yeah, a lot of
sure.
people wanted to know how to do this. We can probably cover that just for like a little bit, like the basics, how to do this stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, so it looks like we're still kind of filling in a little bit, but all right. Let me just think about the best way to go about explaining how to start
Yeah,
getting into this.
or even like if people have questions, specific things that they don't understand. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So okay, we'll do two different types of things. So like one, if you are new and you don't know how to do perps and you're trying to get into like perpetual trading, because that's what it is perpetual trading. It's a futures contract that these exchanges set up to where the contract never ends. And like TradFi or like traditional trading, they'll just have normal futures contracts. And basically, these contracts, what they mean is at a certain period it'll close and then they'll open up a new contract. In crypto, the market is never dead. I mean, it's always open. You can always trade it. So that's why it's called perpetual futures, because they needed these contracts to stay open at all times. So that's why it's called perps, perpetuals. Just to get into perpetuals, you're going to need a few things. I would highly suggest first getting a trading view. You can go to
Oh, 100.
tradingview.com.
Don't even do it if you're not gonna. Yeah, make sure you have Trading View.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta be able to look at these charts and like when you download TradingView or when you sign up to TradingView, you're not gonna have all this stuff on the side. I have hand built this entire side reel of all the tokens that I like to watch, and I've got some stocks down at the bottom too. But yeah, so that's just like without going super into detail, you're gonna have to build like all the coins that you want to see. When you pull up a coin, you'll just click on like the little flag here, right? But you need TradingView if you want to start getting into this. If you and also like if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. If you're new, you don't know what the fuck's going on, you're like, what the hell? Drop them in the chat. The whole point of us doing perps is so we can have, uh, in a whole separate area for us to make money when the trenches are dead, or you want to just like make some money on the side. There's
Or if you
many.
suck at the trenches.
Yeah, dude, if you're not good at trenches, we have an area in Potion for you to make money on a different side, right?
Yeah. Or if you don't have time, because it takes a lot of time,
That's very
unless you're
true.
really good.
Alex, straight to the just like, I want to know what Soul's going to do. All right, well, I'll get into that. You just got to give me a second because I want to explain a little bit. You need TradingView if you're going to get started. And then the next thing is you're going to need an exchange to trade on. So right now, I think that probably the best one to get involved in would be Blowfin because they don't require KYC. I trade on MEXC because I'm a partner with them and they have always treated me well. Um, I've never had an issue, although I am KYC with them. So if you can't KYC, I totally understand it. But yeah, you're gonna need exchange. So like, just pick one. You got Blowfin, Mexi, Binance, Qcoin. I mean, there's so many different ones that you could trade on. Just pick one. If you do want to trade on Mexi, you can always use my ref link because it allows you to trade at the lowest fees possible. I believe most exchanges take a 0.02 to a zero point 0.04 fee, and with my ref link, you only get a 0.01. If you do want to sign up with it, I'll post it, but just ask me if you need it. So yeah, those are the two main things. You're going to need TradingView. You're going to need an exchange to trade on, and that's essentially it. Now, I'm not really going to do any trading right now because personally, Mondays are scary as fuck. And what I mean by that is like we could look at what happens on Mondays with Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin. And I need to remove a bunch of shit because it's just where's my clean chart? This is kind of a clean chart. We'll take that. What happens on Mondays with Bitcoin? So I believe, yeah, so that was a Monday. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit. Tuesday. Yeah, so Monday, boom up. And then right when 7 p.m. ended, just down hard right into Tuesday. They like to do moves like this all the fucking time, guys. Like, look, Monday up. They think that we're just going to break all-time highs. Tuesday, nothing. And then midweek, dump it. Let's see. Monday, look. This is a huge fucking candle. Monday scam opening. They just fucking dump it. And then Tuesday, a little bit of nothing, just like here. Then they send it back up. That's like normally Mondays are scary. Like usually I'll wait for the move to happen on Monday and then I'll like see where I'm at. Like look, this was a Monday. Look at this shit. That was a fucking Monday. Like they just do
So,
crazy
yeah,
shit on Mondays.
that was a liquidation Monday for sure.
Yeah. And people in the game, we call it false move Mondays. I'm not going to trade right now unless I see something absolutely insane once we start breaking into these charts and understanding it. And Kayden, cut me off whenever you want to, if you want to say anything.
No, yeah. Someone was talking about Soul. Um, like I'm thinking this. I don't think we'll personally. My mindset has kind of switched from being really bearish to like this might not be like it might not end up like what happened was bearish, but I don't think maybe that's gonna affect us as much. I'm thinking something like that. In the chat, the lower gray boxes are the least probable, but
Yeah.
where we're at is like a good little area.
So here's a quick tip. If you want to know where something is going to go, first we got to talk about the chart settings. If you're looking at any chart, any major chart, like I'm talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all of these big guys like LTC, ADA, BNB, Doge, all this shit. If you're looking at it and you're not on logarithmic, you need to do that now. And the reason why is because it changes the. I'll show you the difference right now. It looks like nothing, right? But when you go on the weekly, it makes everything look much different. Right, so that's without log. Reset chart view, and that's with log. You see the difference? It expands this little area in the like little $125 area. You need to use log because it allows you to see everything perfectly. And the second thing, if you're trying to figure out where price is going to go, the best tool that you can use is a Fibonacci. Fibonacci is this. You pick it right here on TradingView. Like again, you're gonna need TradingView if you're gonna want to trade perps. You have to have TradingView. It's like not a negotiation. You gotta have it. Like here's a very simple example on where and I was calling Solana before this Trump shit to $1,000, and the reason why is very simple. I pull a fib, and first TP on Solana is $700 in this bull run, right? And after today, a lot of people are gonna be like, "There's no way that we can fucking go that high. Like, there's no way all this shit's gonna happen. Like, bull run's over, canceled, bullshit." No, it's not. It's not over. We're in a fucking bull run, all right? Second TP on Solana is $1,100. Now that's like pushing it, and definitely the 1618 is pushing it. Um, but I will say that 700 to me is a lock, and then 1,100, $1,000, like something here, maybe like a wick into here, is very, very possible. And what you're trying to find out, this is the weekly chart. What you're asking about is you're asking about what's going to happen right now, right? So the again, we just pull a fib, right? So first of all, let's identify what's happening here. All right. So we're going to draw a trend line. Trend lines are very simple. You just draw a line where it starts somewhere and there's a tap. Once you have two taps, one tap, one, you have a trend line. So we can fairly draw this trend line. And I'm going to make that trend line green because it's an uptrend, right? This trend line here is a downtrend line that we broke out of here. As you can see, we broke through that. So we're in an uptrend and we broke out of a severe downtrend. When I say severe, look how old this trend line is compared to this one. You see what I'm saying? This one's older, so it holds more weight. Whenever you have a trend line that's longer and it's been around for a long time, it holds a lot more weight. And you gotta trust that one more than the other one. And so, saying that, we were already in an uptrend because this is a short downtrend, but this is a longer uptrend. We've been in an uptrend for a long time, right? We were only in this downtrend for a very short time. And when that momentum shifts, you also as a trader have to shift your mindset. You gotta, like, yes, we want to time the tops and we would love to short this. We love shorting that. You guys don't hear me at all? Okay, Chris, leave the Discord and come back. Leave the Discord and come back. And right now, I'm just going to go over basic TA knowledge so you can understand what to look for. And literally, it's mostly just lines and fibs. I'm not even
And then
kidding.
at some point, if anyone's curious on like actual trades that they want to see, I won't do any trades, but I'll tell them I can show you exactly how I got in like all these trades. I'm like 20 into this past 2 days, and I'll show you what I look. Even though it was technically we were on easy mode, so not bragging, but I'll show you guys like what I saw and how I knew to long for good risk and reward.
W. That's the type of shit that they want to see too. So just explaining for again, draw a fucking line, guys. Like literally, like, all right, let's just do it clean chart so we can just see what we're looking for. All right. Now you may see that I have these lines here, this, and this. That is support and resistances, and I drew those for a reason. I'll get into those later. We're just going to focus on drawing trend lines real quick. All right. So, first of all, I see this wick down here. And then I see a level being held when I draw it from this wick to here. You notice how it bounces off of this over and over and over. And then we got another final bounce right there. And look, what happened here, they liquidated everyone. Because, like, this was a liquidation event as well.
They got me in the one in between your last two. There was another one. The biggest one in crypto history was the second bottom of the top, like the double bottom that we just did at the very top.
Oh, this?
No. Like
Oh.
at your bottom resistant or your support line, the three lines
Oh,
to the right.
I got you.
To the right, little right there. That one got me.
This guy.
Yep, lost 10K.
God, yeah, it sucks. So, you gotta understand, like, when these charts, the way that they behave, once you've identified the trend, right? So like we're in an uptrend, right? Once you've identified the trend, you need to now identify. So like when we bounce off the trend here and we come up to here, you need to start identifying why we rejected here, and also identifying can we get back up to it, or are we just following a trend, which is exactly that's exactly what happened when we got up there. We followed a trend. Boom. Another line drawn. Very easy. Simple. There's a simple rule with this line. If we break through it, we're bullish. We were already bullish because we're in an uptrend, but this is a stinker. This is like you got to deal with this, right? And obviously we dealt with it. Look, like we busted right through it. Easy. So now you're back to just being bullish. You delete that fucking trend line. You can keep it up too if you want, because sometimes what happens is you'll break through and you'll come back to test it, and then you go. Happens all the time. Now, so back to these support and resistance levels. Now that we have an understanding of these trend lines, the reason I drew these support and resistance levels is very simple. When we have expansion, and you may not understand exactly what expansion is, but this is expansion. And then we came back and tested this little area, basically. And then we had more expansion. Boom. And so before we got into this area, this was a range. All right? That was a range. And then we broke out of that range. And all we have done, once we broke out of this range, this one, we started a new range. And we are actually ranging right now at all-time highs, basically. So what that looks like is these lines. So the bottom of the range that we are in was the previous top of the last range. Do you see what I'm saying? The previous top of the last range, right here, is now the bottom, this line, of the range. The middle of the range is here on this line. And I drew that because I'll show you how I placed that. You have a bunch of candles right here resisting it, broke through it. You have candles trying to stay off of it, bouncing up, bouncing up. We broke through, liquidated some people here, and still just huge issues here. And then finally dumped out back to the bottom of the range. And what happens when we're at the bottom of the range? We go up, right? And it's perfect because we went up here, and we know we have the trend line here, and we rejected the middle of the range along with the trend line. That's why you draw these lines, so you can see it. And once I saw this, I was like, yeah, I'm putting this line down as the middle of the range because I have enough evidence now that we are rejecting and using it as a resistance, using it as support, all that. Once we broke through this middle of the range, it's now support. So like first support is here. Second support is here. Right? Bottom of the range is second support. You break that along with this trend line, things fucking get bad.
Yeah, we're gonna get cooked. We're going straight to 110 or 120.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't want that to happen.
I don't think it will
It won't.
at all.
I don't think it will. Now, so we've established the middle of the range. Now, why do we have this as top of the range? Well, it's very simple. Last all-time high, we tapped it once, rejected, came to the bottom of the range, which was the last top of the range. We come back up to the middle of the range, reject this, back to the bottom of the range, liquidate some people here, and then just no fucking brakes, all gas, back to the top of the range.
That genuinely surprised me. I feel like that was a lot of hype, and that's why we're kind of getting a correction right now because it was too fast.
Yeah, look at
in my
this
opinion.
wick. That's insane. And mark my words, 100% without a fucking doubt, I know we go higher because we have a wick up here. And you guys may not know this, but I talk about it all the time. I believe in wick theory. I believe that most wicks get filled at least 50%. Eventually, this one will get filled. I'm not keen that we're going to get back there anytime soon. We might just leave this in the dust for a while. But I leave it open as a possibility for a bear case. Right now, I'm bullish. I'm not bearish. This, to me, this wick up here tells me that we're going to go back up eventually. Like, once this is done doing its shit, which it would actually make sense if we come back to the middle of the range, to retest the middle of the range like this did, and then we kind of come back up and take all of this. Right?
That's what I sent in the chat, yeah, in
Yeah.
the picture.
Yeah. It just makes sense, right? So once you
That's
start
217.
27, yeah, and see middle of the range is like about 217, 218. It only makes sense for it to come back down there.
If it does, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, if it does, it might. What it might do is it might get like close, and then
Yep,
be like,
and have a fat wick for a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
If it gets to your red box, I'm dropping like $35,000 cash in the spot on that.
I'm gonna find like 100x long if it gets close to this.
Yeah, that too.
Like I'm gonna like zoom the fuck into the 1 minute and find 100x long, and I'm gonna long this if it ever happens. I don't even think it happens, but yeah. So like basically, I'm just telling the story of what Solana has done, right? And right now, it's very simple. Just think about it like this: we have top range, middle range, bottom range. We long the bottom of the range. We short the top of the range. In a bull market, it can fuck you if you try to short right here, and this
Little.
happens.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's best in a bull market to just long the bottom of the range and call it a day. Or in this case, the middle of the range. Because longing the middle of closer to the middle of the range sets you up for a good RR. Because we know back tested that there's issues that it couldn't deal with previously, but we've flipped it now. So this was resistance, but now that instead it's sending it down every single time. See, like it kind of protected it here, but sent it down right here. Now what's going to happen is when it comes to it, it's going to send it up. That's just how support and resistances work. So
Yeah.
that's a simple view of Solana. Like if you're wondering what to do, I like to say just cut the bullshit. Don't if you can't hear me, yeah, he can't hear me, so I can't say this. Leave, come back. Yeah, it's just easy to cut all of the fluff out and just look at it as a range. Long here. If that fails, have good stop losses that don't get you fucking liquidated. Do not ever get liquidated. I might need to explain that to you guys. So basically, the way that leverage works is, say you have $100 and you 3x long with $100. That's now a three. It's like you bought $300 of the underlying asset. That comes with a price, and what that means is
Your soul.
they give you money to long with, so you have more money in the market. But there is a price that if it gets to, if it say you long and it goes too low, they can take all of the money that you put in. So
And your entire portfolio if you have it on cross.
yes, like everything. So
That happened to me when that wick happened.
you've got to set stop losses. Now, granted, a 3x long, you're probably not going to get liquidated, but it happens, guys. Like it can happen. If you imagine if you fucking 3x long right here, it can fucking happen.
Yeah, if the price goes down 50%, it's gonna hit your stop loss for sure, obviously, because it's 3 times whatever the percent is. So
Yep. So like basically, the best way to look at it, Ducey, is if you set a stop loss, you can put how much money you're willing to lose on the stop loss. So like percentage wise, say like you only want to lose 15%. If you set a stop loss for 15% on 3x, you're gonna lose $15 with $100.
he's asking, so he's saying, okay, so there's 2 options if you guys are using leverage, which is, in my opinion, the biggest money glitch if you just do it right. Um, you guys, if you use isolated, I don't know if Murky has any apps he can show you. I don't know if I can share my screen, but if you use isolated, that means that you can only lose the money that you guys put in your trade. So you see, if you put in $100 and you're in isolated, you're only risking that $100. Nothing else can happen to you. If you select cross, which is a setting. They're both right next to each other. Cross means they can reference your entire portfolio as a buffer zone. So if it goes, you can basically lose more than negative 100%, if that makes sense. You can go down as far as your money will allow you to go that's in your total account. I don't recommend doing that. What I do is I do cross, but I set my stop loss to negative 100% of what I put in. I find that on Blowfin, if you use isolated, the liquidation price is a little bit higher. So if you put in $100 and you're on cross, I get a lower. My stop loss is lower than my liquidation price, which gives me a little bit more room. I don't know how that works, but that's just something that I do.
Yeah, and okay, so like very simply, the way that works is if you're on cross, and you don't put everything that's in your account, because say you have like $500 in your account, and you long on cross with $50. If you get close to your liquidation, they're gonna take money out of your main account and add it to the the trade, essentially,
Yes.
to avoid you from getting liquidated. Now, when you're on isolated, which that's actually what I trade on isolated, because I essentially I have a belief that if I am trading, I want to put all of my money in the trade because I want to make more money. Now, it's a risk tolerance that I have, right? Um, like he was saying, if you're on isolated, say you have $500 in your account and you put $50 into the isolated, it's separate from that extra money that you have in your account. So the money in your account won't get touched, but your liquidation is going to be much easier to hit on isolated. Uh,
Yeah, so you can lose a lot of money on isolated because no one's perfect at timing these. Like obviously everyone's getting better every day, but you can just keep hitting your stop loss, even though you're right. If you were just if your liquidation price was a little bit higher or lower, you would have been right. So suppose it just wicks down and gets you out of the trade and then continues in the direction that you had hoped. That's why the isolated kind of sucks. But it's all about risk tolerance and risk management.
yep. And so I'm going to show you guys a little pattern that I look for when I'm trading. And so this is, I'm going to tell you exactly why I shorted. And I shorted literally right here. I shorted right here. And I'll tell you why. So there's a very simple pattern that you guys need to learn. And it is a head and shoulders pattern. This is a shoulder. This is a head. And this is a shoulder. When you see this pattern, it means essentially that once we break the neckline of the shoulders, which is basically here, once it goes below that, it's going lower. It's just going to happen. That's just the way that these patterns work. And so when you can spot these things, so I saw the news, and then not only that, I saw the head and shoulders pattern, and I was like, it's over. I'm shorting. So being able to see something simple like that is a good way for you to kind of lock in and catch a good trade. So that's one of the main reasons I shorted, and it was just it was free. I mean, we pinged. I think I pinged late, but we posted our trades in Potion Perps when me and him both shorted at the same time. We weren't even talking to each other. We just both shorted at the same time because we saw it.
I didn't. I did not see the pattern. Yeah, my path was I immediately recognized the social impact that this was going to have on the sentiment of the market, and I shorted everything.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the pattern yet.
Well, it just made sense to short anyways without
Yeah,
even seeing
yeah.
that. But yeah, I mean that is just one of those things. Understanding the patterns. Now it works the same way actually, inverse. So like say here, let me
I'm
let's
not gonna lie. I closed all my shorts, and I opened longs on everything, and they are printing.
nice.
I wasn't sure. I just got scared that there's going to be the Jenny bottom and I was going to miss it, but we'll see.
It works the same way if you ever see it an inverse Head and Shoulders. It's gonna do the same thing. It'll just like print up. It'll escape that basically. So, so it's a good thing to learn. That simple pattern, you can really do some big shit with it. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. Fibs. All right,
What's
so let's get like a better idea of what we think can happen here.
real quick, can I answer these questions in the chat?
Yeah,
Just
do
because
it. Do it.
it's someone said for isolated, so I should just get liquidated. Okay, so for isolated, so I should just get liquidated for whatever I put in YOLO. Well, like whenever you're going into leverage, I call it like a lot of people call it risk factors, which is basically like just like in the trenches, if you put in a soul, you have to be prepared to lose that one soul. So in perps trading, if you're putting in like $100, you have to be willing to lose that $100. I don't think unless you're really good at this stuff, I don't think you should be willing to go more than a negative 100% unless you know what you're doing. But yeah, so for isolated, you would just basically be risking what you put in. But what I was saying is that if you select cross instead of isolated, I found on Blowfin, I don't know if it's like a mathematical thing, but okay, say I get into Dogecoin at 50 cents and I'm using isolated with $100 and it says that my liquidation price is 45 cents. If I use cross, but I still set my stop loss to negative 100%. So I'm still only risking that 100. I'll find that like my liquidation price, or my not, it wouldn't be liquidation at that point, it'd be a stop loss price, is like 42 cents. Like for some reason it's lower, even though I don't know why that is, but that's what I was meaning. And then someone else said, so if the stop loss is touched, it will close the trade and won't add more. Yes. So if you have a stop loss or you're in isolated, as soon as you reach a negative 100% gain, it'll close the trade for you and you're out. And if you want, yes, if you want to set a stop loss at negative 60, you can do that. Yeah, if you only want to risk 20%, first of all, I would recommend don't, instead of setting your stop loss that soon, just use less leverage because that's going to affect your gain faster. Because if you use 50x leverage and the price moves 2% up or down, that's either 100% gain or negative 100. So just use less leverage if you're not willing to risk that much money. And if you're using $100 in your wallet, um, I would, if you're doing $100, I would just do like honestly like $20 trades. You can still get good results with 20. I've made 200, 10x. I've made $2,000 with $20 before. Um, so someone said because you're crossing all your assets. Yeah, it gives you more lev power, but yeah, that's why. But still, you can set your stop loss to only risk what you put in. Sorry, Marky, go ahead.
No, you're good, bro. That's legit. Um, okay, so like we talked about we talked about trend lines, identifying the trend, which is huge. We talked about uh, support and resistances. Now, fibs are a tool that you should be using, and the reason why is I like to draw them like a trend line. So you see the dotted line in the middle that I'm drawing here. I have it drawn with a trend line. So if I want to, I can just pop a trend line on there. Boom. And now I know that it's in a trend. And also, we're on a fib level here. So naturally, what price would like to do here is bounce. That's just like I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that is what would happen here if it operates normally, like how TA would let it happen. Now, of course, if it doesn't bounce and it breaks below, let's say it breaks below literally these candles right here. Well, it's probably just going to go lower. One of the main things that you need to know about like looking at these charts, especially like on the 1 hour, are candle closures. So like when a candle closes on the 1 hour, it's in 20 minutes from now. Let's say that a candle let's say this candle that we're on right now came down to here below these candles, these two, and it closed down here, that would tell me that we need to, on the next hourly candle, get back above this green line or it's a short, essentially. Now, if it doesn't go below it and it holds this, it's a long, naturally. Because if we close right here, right now, on the hourly, what we're doing is we're holding the trend and we're also holding this fib level. And I don't know about you, but like this is a lot of red candles in a row on the hourly. So, I mean, a mean reversion would kind of make sense. Like
Is this live? Is this where we're at right now? 2:30 what?
238.
Oh, we're cooked, bro.
I mean, not until we, in my eyes, not until we fail this trend line. If we fail the trend
I
line,
took a long, I took a long, bro. I shorted Solana max and I longed everything else right now. Like I longed AVAX, um, Bitcoin and XRP, and they're all up, but Sol's still nuking. So I don't. I think everyone's just mad at Sol right now.
yeah, I mean, a lot of
Like everything
people,
else is going up.
a lot of new people that have never bought Soul before bought here. You know,
Yes, to buy the Trump coin. Yeah,
so that's a thing. But also, this
yeah,
could
it's
be their
crazy.
sell off, and they could be done.
No, yeah, I was just kidding, but it looked cooked.
It does look cooked. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if it comes down below here and closes below these candles, it's fucking cooked, bro.
217. We're going to 217 with haste.
Which would line up with the middle of the range and
It's a double, yeah, it's a retest of the double bottom neckline retest too, like perfectly, like, and it lines up with the 618 fib, I believe,
I've
perfectly
got the 618 at
from the swing low.
208,
Really?
208
My,
and a half.
oh yeah, I don't know how to share my screen on this stage, but yeah, mine's
Oh,
yeah.
they only let, yeah, I think they only let one person.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. I didn't know if I needed like permissions later to like show them how I got these trades, like a few of them.
Oh yeah, no,
Awesome.
we can switch it over for sure.
Yeah, whenever you're done, take my turn.
No, that seems good. You take over, bro. Here, I'll stop streaming.
Okay, just hit share my screen. Okay, share entire screen. All right, let me know if everyone can see my stuff. So I have a tab of. Can everyone see my stream?
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
it.
cool. Okay, all right. So what I do is I just keep a tab of coins that I like to trade. You don't always have to trade new coins, but it's good to add new coins to your little favorites list that you want to trade because like sometimes coins won't be at a tradable spot, meaning you just don't know what's going to happen and it's not worth risking your money. This is not like the trenches. I do not gamble here. I do not just say, "Oh, this looks fun," and then I just do it. Like I do not do that at all. I only trade on setups that look obvious and that I'm confident in, that I would recommend to you guys even. So here's one that I called in the chat. This was the 22x call that I made. So I love looking for my little thing that I've found works for me is I like finding triangles. Um, sorry, let me go back, make sure no one's asking any questions. Okay. So at the time we were right. How do I do that replay thing? Okay. So at the time we were right here in this point in time. I saw this, right? And you see how I usually use the 30-minute, the 1 hour, or the 4 hour. I don't usually use the day unless I'm trying to get into a long that I'm going to hold for a long time. I prefer to day trade it. I just found that I can make more money that way because you never know what's going to happen in the future. Like this Trump thing, if I would have held, could have got nuked. So let me go to like I think I was on the, yes. Okay. Do you see how sharp this is? Does everyone see how sharp this like thing is? That caught my eye. Because we were going up, right? And then we stopped. We kind of had like some wicks down here, and then we did this sharp thing. I didn't even know what was going on. I like woke up, I saw this, and I just immediately longed it. I didn't need to know anything else with the market. I just had a feeling because of based off of how this looks, and I'll show you guys like what I usually see. So I saw this. this triangle tool is like trash. I just like drawing lines, but I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is either gonna. So it's a good risk to reward, right? Because either it's gonna go right here and invalidate everything, and then okay, I'm out of the trade. I'll wait for the next one, right? Or it's gonna send because this is like a decision time. Basically, what this means, it's deciding. I didn't see it as a double top really, just because it's too symmetrical. Like it just looks too sharp. Like this kind of looks like a double top. Like it doesn't. It's like wonky and doesn't really make sense. And it actually went down, which would make sense. But this, I saw this, and then if I hit play, do this. I told you guys about it, and it immediately just did. I think I called it. I think we got out right here, right? This was the 22x mark, and then it did this. This would be a double top. So if it fails to go above again, and there's all these weird wicks, this is probably where you want to get out. And honestly, this probably would have went up to here, but this Trump thing happened. That's this. But everything did this, so that was no one's fault if you like made a mistake in something like that. See if there's any questions.
No, that's sick, dude.
What max time frame? Oh yeah, it's straight up geometry, bro. I only see triangles, and they almost never fail because if it breaks the triangle, then okay, like you're certain that it's not gonna usually not gonna send. Um, all right, let me give another example of a trade. What did I? Oh, here's literally just another example on this coin. Do you guys see this perfect double bottom here? It's like perfect. And so if you would have saw this, you could have entered right here. And I only use 50x leverage. So if you just got in here, that's 23% times 50. So that's, or even if you held, that's like, yeah, you can make, this is like what? And I don't even know, I can't think right now, but whatever 27 times 50 is, you could have made that much gain just from that move. And then you could have called it a day. And then look, and then yeah. Let me see if there's another trade that I saw. Um, oh, the Trump coin. This one was a 44x call. So yeah, I drew these yesterday. This one was perfect. Oh, and I'll go over XRP too real quick because that was a big win. Do you guys see this triangle? So I'll erase this in case anyone. These are just literally tools that you guys can use while you trade just to make like such low risk big gains because if you guys are in the trenches and you don't want to do this full time like I do, then just wait for these obvious plays and you can make so much money. Like, okay. So obviously I'm not going to take credit for the Trump coin call because obviously it's a Trump coin. Like it ran because it's Trump's coin. But this could have gave you confidence to put a lot of money in and make like good gains because I think a lot of people were sad who missed it and got in somewhere right here, but you didn't have to wait that long because or even right here there's a triangle, but um I saw this. I found out I was on Blowfin. I was like, oh my gosh. Um, this is where it was, and I just clicked on it, so this hadn't happened yet. And I was like, okay, this is textbook, right? And then there's also this indicator called auto chart patterns that confirmed what I was thinking. I had already drawn this. It confirms it. I was like, okay, probably gonna happen. It's worth a gamble, right? We're just gambling. Um, I mean, with the least amount of risk you can. And so I entered here. And so what you always want to look for on these triangles is and this is only the 10-minute chart, so you didn't have to wait that long. This isn't like you're waiting all day. You want to look for a breakout and then some kind of retest. If it's really bullish, sometimes it won't. But it usually comes back, touches this, and you can get an entry there to see if it's right, because sometimes it'll go, or sometimes if it breaks below this, like right here was my stop loss, because this invalidates this whole pattern, and it's probably a double top, and we're gonna go lower. And watch if I hit play on the, I can only do 10 minutes. Okay, if I hit play, perfectly broke out. It retested it. You guys see this wick right here?
It literally retest it. Yep.
Every time that'll happen, almost every time. It went up. I was already in, so I was just making sure because if it went right here, I was just going to get out because it's probably not going to happen. Retested it, and then this was a crazy 44x. I don't even know. But so there's one example. I'll give you one more. Yes, this is premium. I paid for premium. It gives you the auto chart patterns. Any positions you're looking to open at tonight? I actually opened and long on XRP, Bitcoin, AVAX. I didn't call them in the chat just because they were kind of risky, right? Because we don't know. Um, I'll do I'll do the XRP one for you guys real quick, just show you the literally same thing. You guys will start seeing this and be like, oh. Also, this was a double bottom inside the triangle, super high confidence. So you could have even waited to make sure and got in right here. If you guys can, sorry if I'm going fast. If you guys can see this, I'll turn on this. Double bottom. It's also increasing, which is bullish. It's not like going lower. And the triangle retest, take profit was here, here, and then I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is a Jenny play, and it went all the way up here. But so let me go to XRP. Okay, this looks crazy, but just give me a second. What was I going to tell you? So the higher the time frame, the higher the confidence. So if you guys are using 10-minute, be prepared to be wrong a lot. I usually only go by the hour, 4 hour, sometimes 30-minute. Trump coin was a rare case. If this hadn't happened, if the Trump thing hadn't happened today, XRP would be up here. I'm confident we would be at like almost $4 right now. It's just crazy. All right. Let me get rid of this stuff. Like, my bad. I was going crazy here. It's like freaking tweaked out. All right. Perfect. Okay, so this is how I did that XRP trade, which was like a huge trade for me. XRP is so predictable. If you guys look at the past, you guys can start to see these triangles that I'm talking about. They're called bullish pennants, but it's just a triangle. I delete this. Oh, okay. So happened here, and you guys see it like retests it every time. Like, okay, this time it didn't. I don't know if this was just so excited. I think this was an XRP start to take off, but look at this one. Like, it's like textbook. Came back.
Fucking
These are
perfect.
bullish too. Okay, so this was the big one that was like, wow, this is so obvious. Okay, so if I didn't see, you guys can probably see the triangle now that you've been like looking at it. I saw this. I was like, let me draw. I think we were right here. We hadn't done the retest yet. We were just right here, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this gonna break out? So we were. Let me just replay this so we're not. We were like that. And I saw, right, we have a long-term trend line, like Murky was saying. Like, it's always good to draw trend lines and see if they just correspond with other things. It's not always going to be perfect. Just do your best. And so we could have easily went down here, right? Because invalidation would be here. You're wrong for sure. But I had this trend line, and we kind of like bounced off of it, and I was like, okay, so I got in here. This was, and then I used auto chart patterns, confirmed it. Exactly what I was thinking. Price target for this is $5. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Let's see, the whole Trump thing messed everything up. Let me turn off that. Okay, so what always happens, like I said, is we do this triangle thing, super bullish, right? We're still increasing. It's going to break out. It's going to retest right here. You could enter here, and then you could have just put like, literally, you could have put like $2,000 on 50x leverage because just like this is a pretty confident play, or just whatever you're willing to lose. Some people throw like 30 soul in the trenches, so you should be doing more on these because this is definitely less risky. So if I hit play, we broke out. It did like a perfect retest, like genuinely like came back and said hi to it. Boop, hi. You could have entered, and we will not see that again. It's like perfect.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I look for that's what I look for a lot, guys. I just on yeah, just I mean sometimes like right here, here's hype. You guys know Hyperliquid. I think this is a 10x call, double bottom. You guys see it? It's like let me hide everything. Boop, boop. Very clean. We kind of hesitated around the neckline. A neckline is the path like it's just like this middle section of the double bottom or whatever. Where my crosshairs are. And so we kind of hesitated. I entered here though, because of a fib. And I'll just go over real quick. Any questions? Oh, Murky's been nice. Okay, so this is the fib I use. It's really helpful for entries. It's really reliable on these kinds of coins, big coins. You can do them from the bottom. This Hyperliquid's weird because it didn't start at a dollar. It didn't start at 0, so it's like kind of weird. Oh, I already have one there. Awesome. Okay, so I drew a fib here. If you guys see, they like to bounce off of 618 and 7. Sorry, can't see. 618 and 786. These two bottom ones. They really love to bounce off of it. And you looked, it bounced twice off of it. This is why I entered the long here. We went boop, touched it again. I was like, okay, we're either going down, so invalidation would be here, right? Because it made a lower low, and we're probably going lower. So I would have got out. I entered somewhere around here, and this was 50x leverage, and I can't see it. What is it? 26%. So 26 times 50. That's how much percent I made. And then obviously this is all this stupid stuff that's been happening today. But if this hadn't happened, guys, we'd be like everything would be up here. So this is kind of unfortunate. With Soul's at 230. Wait, what? Soul's at 232?
Yeah, it's getting crushed, bro.
Oh, my Soul short is cooking though.
Let's go.
But then everything's going up. XRP's at $3.07.
It's crazy.
Bitcoin's almost at 102. Wow, that was perfect play. Um, Someone asking about Soul. I posted this in the thing. Um, I think this was premature anyways, so I'm actually glad we're going back down. People were too hyped. It didn't make sense. Nothing else was doing that. And like I think Soul is undervalued, but it was just too fast. Like it should have been like gradually going up like it usually does. Like this is crazy. Like see this? We made a bullish pennant here. Oh, so you guys probably weren't here, but I called this one too. Do you guys see little test for you guys? Do you guys see this, right? Can you please tell me you can see it? What's happening right here? Um, yes, this. So this was a no-brainer. I called this one a long time ago, but this Perps channel didn't exist or anything, and I wasn't. Potion was still kind of new, but this is like textbook, guys. Look for these if you just don't know what to do. It's just perfect. It's like beautiful, and this is on a high time frame. Like we're on an hour. I think it even showed up on the. It even showed up on the 4 hour too. That's 3. Yep. You
Yep.
guys like it. This is beautiful. Like anyone could have saw that this was gonna. I longed it here, and I closed it there. I was dumb though. I should have waited. But yeah, so that was like textbook. But yeah, for Soul, yeah, guys. So for Soul, it looks like it is coming. It is coming down to. Oh, it's like a strong candle too. Like not
Yeah.
even like hesitating. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so awesome. So you guys, if you guys are not, this is perfect. We're on this call. So this is happening obviously because of all the crap today. I think if technical analysis is going to work right now in this weird landscape that we're in, this box that I drew, do you guys see? Oh, Market, this is what I was saying. Look at my fib. I don't know. Mine was I did the
Double
swing low
double
to the
click
high, and we're
your double click it real quick. Just to pull up the settings. Go down all the way. Yeah, okay, so it's because your fibs aren't based on log scale.
oh okay yeah sorry. Oh, that's another thing. I don't actually use the log scale. I used to when I was trading, but I've just been successful. But definitely, you guys try the log, see if it works for you. Like whatever works for you is going to be the
Exactly.
best for you.
Yeah, whatever
Um,
works.
yeah, so this is why I had high confidence to not close my soul short because if you guys see, I drew this fib from the swing low. So if you guys don't know how to do this, um, drew it here. And I drew this a long time ago. I sent it in the chat a long time ago in Perps. You can guys go see it. Um, this was the first area of support because we had consolidation before in the past multiple times. Um, we had support, then it became support, now it became resistance, but we broke it. So this, like Mercury was saying, this would be a good area of support. It is not looking. Oh, we are kind of bouncing. Do you guys see how we like literally touched that fib, this 0.5, and we're going up? So you never know. This could be the bottom. No one knows. But it's just you have to be willing to like try to. Oh, let me try to long here. Okay, I'm wrong. Get out and maybe try again here. But this is where I'm pretty high confidence that we bounce.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
don't
support
think.
area.
Yeah, because look at the support area I drew before I drew the fib. Look where the fib lines up. Dead center in the support,
It's
and it's the 618, which is a very reliable fib
Bitcoin.
for macros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bitcoin and Sol like majors love that shit. 618.
Yeah, and so I'm stupid for not seeing that this was a double bottom now that I'm thinking about it. I thought we were in a range. I would have
Yeah.
bet my life on it.
And they
Like,
liquidated people too. Look, they ran stops before they sent it up. You see that?
where? Right here?
Literally where you're at right now. Look how before that it broke a new low there.
Oh, right here.
All they did was run stops and liquidations.
This is annoying. Like, part of me wants to go down here because I'm gonna put so much money in here. I don't know what's gonna happen. No one knows. Like, people can say it's never gonna happen, but honestly, no one knows. But it's less likely. We probably go here to if it continues to be bearish, we go 215, 216,
Kayden, I
and
feel
we
like
go.
I agree, and I also think that it might try and retest the actual triangle, like
Oh yeah,
wick into it.
yep, right here.
Yeah,
Yep, that's exactly yeah the trend line. That's what Bitcoin did. We go to Bitcoin. If you guys see this, I drew this. Oh wait, where's all my notes? Ah, here it is. I drew this for you guys a long time ago. Um, and I entered my long here. Perfect entry, 90, or well, I think I got like 100, but it came down, it retested the previous trend line. So my option was me and Murky were like, okay, we're either going to bounce here, do one of these, and we get in here. I was sad, missed it. I shorted here, closed my stop loss, and then I entered the long here. So it looks like we're going to do this one, which
yeah,
is fine. Um, but yeah, so that's what I think for Soul Guys, like this, and then something like this. I would be very, very happy if we did this.
that would be great, but it's asking a lot.
I know. It's just it went up so fast instantly that the harder things pump, like the harder they can dump. But it looks like we already dumping. I'm gonna count that it does the same thing Bitcoin did and just does like this maybe.
It
Something
makes
like that.
sense. Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah. This is the most reasonable option. Because we are closing. We did bounce. See how I said like you guys could have longed from that fib? And look at okay, you would have been wrong, probably, maybe.
Dude,
Um,
and also exactly like we closed that candle on the hourly 2 minutes ago, and
we did. I didn't even see.
I said if we close below those two candles, you see those two candles right next to it on the
E.
hourly,
Mhm.
the ones that were like trying to hold a bottom or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
if we close below those two fucking candles on the hourly,
Yeah.
it's over.
I know, dude. Yeah. But yeah, things will recover, obviously. This is the long-term trend line that I drew. Do you guys see this? You guys see this? It's not technically a triangle, but do you see how the same principles apply? I'm sure you guys do see it. Did all this. And the longer the triangle is, the bigger the pump. So this is why I know Solana is going like up here for sure. Because look how big this is.
It'd be
This
crazy.
see, this is what I thought. I thought we just did the retest. Do you guys see it on a big scale? Watch, let me go to the day. Look at the retest. We just did it. Broke out, boom, touched it, and now look at XRP. And it has its target was up here. So think about Solana, because this is the 1 hour and its target's this high. Think about Solana. Like not only is that triangle retest, this is also a cup and handle. And this is the handle. So it's like we are for sure at some point going in this general area. I won't speak on $1,000 Solana because I want to keep my head and not get too excited, but for sure, somewhere right here. It just makes sense. Targets right here. But yeah, guys, did you guys hope you guys saw that? That's all the trades that I did. So if you guys can't see patterns, just do the fibs, and draw lines, and then do fibs from the swing lows, and then get in at the zero point 0.5 or 618 or 786, and you guys should have a good win rate. You only need to win if you're doing the same amount of money every trade. You only need to have a win rate of like 38% to be profitable, which is good. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll let Murky take over. I don't know what I missed. Sorry, guys, I was going. But yeah, I'm gonna stop my stream. Let Murky take over. I think Murky left. I'm just kidding. I don't know where he went.
Oh no, my bad. I was muted. I feel like that's
Yeah,
good.
hopefully you guys kind of figured it out. That's basically all I do. I'm doing nothing else. I'm doing literally nothing else. Fibs, lines, auto charts, and patterns. Double bottom, triangle, bullish pennant, double top. I'm trying to learn the head and shoulders one. It's hard for me to see it. Murky's pretty good at that. And yeah, that's it, guys, that I can really offer you. Hold on. Someone just said, can you explain your XRP trade today? You mentioned 269. Yes. Okay. So I won't share my screen, but I was looking at XRP, and the reason I said 269 was because I drew a fib from the swing low of our little fun run up we did. And the 618, if you guys, share my screen one more time. Whoever asked that, if you look at my screen. So I drew a fib from the swing low to that swing high, just like I did on Sol, right? I had this previous trend line from history. Like Mercury was saying, these ones are usually a better indicator of support. And the 618 lined up with my trend line. Yes, the 618 fib lined up with my trend line. And so it was feasible where the market was going, just like Sol did, for us to hit this. And this would be around, we could wick to 2.69, somewhere around here. And that would be a golden entry to continue our upward trend. That's why I said that. XRP is looking strong though. So we don't know though. This, like I said, we're on the 1 hour time frame, even on the 4 hour. This could take weeks to even happen. We don't know, but we'll see. And any other questions? I have a question. How can I know the peak of Solana at 295? Yes, it can be measured with a fib. I'm not the best at that kind of like projecting that, but it's kind of, I did it like this. So like if you look at Bitcoin, I'll let Murky explain that forecast thing. I'm not too good at that. If I go to the week chart in Bitcoin, turn on auto chart patterns. Do you guys see this cup and handle on the week? Target is 123,000. So I'm expecting this by March. Because let's see. Oh, this is November. So I don't know. Hopefully we go higher than that. But the target, we're already kind of, yeah. We need to start sending if we're gonna get to this target. So I just used like a similar percentage from this cup and handle to the same one that Solana's doing. You guys see it? So somewhere around here, 460. That's how I did it. All right. But yeah, guys, you guys can all be really profitable doing this. It's not that hard. Just look for the patterns. Like genuinely, just use the replay function on TradingView and see if you're right, and just get good at being right.
Yeah, super W.
Trump's a political coin. I have no idea what's going to happen with it. Oh, wait, is it going up? Wait, am I tripping? Oh, I have it on replay. My bad. Oh, it doesn't look good, TBH.
All right, let's see. All right, so if you guys have coins that you want to do like any kind of TA on, or you want to know like what's gonna happen with it, you can type it in chat and I'll look at it. ETH. All right. Man, ETH is sad, bro. For real though. I'm gonna put on some music. You don't care if I put on music? I'm not gonna put on like, it won't be loud.
Is Soul sad? What's it doing? Wait, oh my gosh, I almost freaked out. It was glitching and saying it was 208. About to freak out. No, we're doing okay.
Solana bounced a little bit.
Yeah, it bounced. We have a huge I can never say that. We have a huge fair value gap too between 253 and 264. So it's likely we bounce here, close that, and then probably on downward. We'll see. I don't know.
It's just like ranging. That's what it looks like.
Hey Murphy, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Alright, bro. Sounds good. Alright, let's find a range underneath. That's how I would look at this, because it's so like wonky. You see what I'm saying? It's just like just fucking ridiculous. It's like a whipsaw. So I want to find a range.
Every night, wasting time.
Let's talk about why right there.
Wishing I could hold you once more.
There's a lot of angles touching it. Right?
Every night,
Got this whip here.
wasting time.
Handles resisting it.
Wishing I
bouncing
could
off
hold
it,
you
yeah.
once more.
It's a good one. Call that top of the range, I guess.
Dream, but I can't find no sleep. Lay awake without you holding me.
Middle range. We're not going to include this in the range.
You know you're keeping me up. When the lights go out, all I see is you in the darkness of my room here. And it drives
Probably
me
need to bring that
wild. When I'm not next to you, I'm just fighting my insomnia. Insomnia, insomnia.
Alright, there's our range.
When the lights go out, and I'm not next to you, I'm just fighting my insomnia. I'm just fighting, oh yeah.
Okay, so,
I'm just
I mean, naturally, I'm not actually bearish on the market. Like, yeah, you had that shit happen with Solana, but like, does that mean it's bearish for Bitcoin? That shit's happening with Solana, or does that mean that it's bearish for Ethereum? No. It's actually good for Ethereum for Solana to get crushed. So, looks like it's at the bottom of the range to me. Just like looking at it like, simply. I want to try drawing one of his triangles. Let's see what we can do.
There's kind of one at the bottom of that ETH thing that you just, the bottom of that range, the very bottom.
Here.
Yeah, I kind of see it there a little bit. A little unreliable though. That one's kind of more of like a falling wedge, right? That big one, the left corner.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this could happen. But again,
Yeah, when they're kind of unreliable, like that one's kind of like not a really nice triangle. It'd be kind of, you're probably just better off using, like you were saying, like the support levels, like from boxes, and the fibs in that one from the left.
we'll draw a
Wasting time, wishing I could hold you once more. You're the dream, but I can't find no sleep. Lay awake without you holding me. Hear you calling
It's at the 50 clip right now.
you know you're keeping me up.
That was the entry right there.
Yeah.
All I see is you,
They love that one. That's like the golden entry.
and it drives me wild. When I'm not next to you, I'm just fighting my insomnia. Insomnia,
See, I mean, it's showing strength, but it's not out of the water yet. It's really not. Okay, so you may ask, could I look at Sui? Let's do it. I drew some ugly ass lines on it. I'd like to see how you look at it. It's okay. Let's see what my chart is on it. So I had targeted a wick, but we bounced off of it. This is just one of those charts for me that looks just bullish overall, but it's starting to round out here on the TP fibs. And it might just be like the overall market of what's going on, but eventually it's coming up here. It should, at least. But not if it, like, okay, so like, basically, if it fails all of this shit down here, I don't think it will. I think that it should, you know, this chart just like doesn't like, it's not a spot where I would trade it, if that makes sense. It doesn't, I don't have like, I don't have a clear view. The only thing that I can say is that these are the fibs where people take profit. So the fact that it's at these fibs and it's starting to struggle like this, and obviously it's not struggling because you see it like kind of still doing this thing, but it's curving. You know, it's not like it's like it needs to do this. It needs to like just rip really fucking hard. Held since 70 cents. That's beautiful. They should. It's really good. Let's see what this bounced off of. Let's see, like, because this was lower. The 886. That's rare. That was a deep correction. That was a deep correction. How much was that? Holy fuck. Yeah, 80%. That is fucked up. Wow. A lot of people got shaken out there. Had to. But it's really just a big W. That's what I would have seen. If I had seen this. Just a W. AVAX. Let's look at it. I'm not gonna draw. Alright, so like, I'm not gonna draw any lines. I guess you could do this. You could do this. Like, the fibs gave me enough of the story for me to even look at, and just like the look of the chart too, right? Kind of just looks a little weird. We are failing. So I was right. Okay, so, you know how I was saying, like, we were at the TP fibs and shit? Like, what I mean by that is, like, literally, TP, like, take profit. That is where people are taking profit. It's where they're going to do it. They're going to take profit at the TP fibs. And that is the 1272, 1414, and the 1618. That's where, like, people take profit. Always on fibs. And on meme coins, like, big meme coins, I'm not talking about, like, your shitters, like the 50 mil, 100 mil. They'll take profit at the one because people are super aggressive with TP on like meme coins and shit. So that's like insane to think about, right? So like, most people on meme coins, they take profit at the one, but on these big shits, people are taking profit up here, and it's starting to round out. Like I said, it's looking like it's starting to round out here. Might have another pump left in it, but the issue is we have the trend, and the trend has been our friend for a while on Sui. Ever since 74 cents, trend has been our friend with Sui. We're starting to see it turn into an enemy though. And
Yo, Murky.
Yo, what's up?
Sorry to interrupt. I came back because I went on my day chart on Dogecoin, and on auto chart it's showing a huge triangle with like a perfect retest on the triangle right now. So I think I'm gonna enter a little long on Doge right now.
Sick. Oh, I see it. I can like kind of see it already.
Yeah, it's kind of, that's what I thought it was like that. Me too. It's showing your top line. Keep it where it starts from, but drag the ending of your line to the right, the ending of it, like where that line ends. Down, keep going. Down a little bit more. And that's the retest it's showing.
Oh wow. I see.
I don't know though. I'm not like I entered a long run. But just so anyone can do that if they want.
We broke
low
it.
risk.
I think
Yeah, so we'll see.
I'll enter like a 10x just so it's not like
Yeah, just in case, because the market's still kind of shaky right now. But I saw it, so I figured I'd come back real quick and tell you guys.
No, I like that. I'm gonna just go with lower leverage, but I'll take it.
And I'll just is anyone still? Oh yeah, we have a lot of people here. I'll post a little picture for everyone. This is what I'm seeing on my charts. If you guys want to look at that picture right there, the blue one. Not sure what's gonna happen, but it's worth a little risk. Oh crap, I'm already up 40%. That's cool.
We're crushing it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go again. There you go.
Sick. What was I just looking at? AVAX? Is it AVAX? I think it was AVAX. I can't remember. Market makers and heat maps. I can go over that. I got you. Kayden is a cooker. Do not fade the cooker. Kayden is a cooker. I was looking at Sui. Yeah, I wasn't done with Sui. We'll look at AVAX. We'll look at AVAX. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like we've got the trend and now it's failing, bro. It's very simple. Like when you just draw a line, it makes it really simple. Retested the line. And what did it do after it retested the line? It fucking dumped. It's not a good look. Not a good look. That's all. Look at AVAX real quick. And then I'm gonna go to Dogecoin just so I can see if there's anything else. Alright, so AVAX. Remember that that pattern I was just talking about? Shoulder, shoulder, head. This is an inverse head and shoulders. And what happens is when you see price clear essentially like the neckline, this area of the chart, it fucking pumps like hard. Usually it'll be something like this. So Sol just did it. I could show you. Sol just had one. Not on the fucking day though. Yeah. See? And this is where I fucking shorted. Because I just saw that pattern. Easy work. Right, so like AVAX kind of looks like it might do something ridiculous eventually. But this is the thing, you gotta understand the cycle that we're in. When's the last time anyone has been on AVAX and done anything on AVAX? You know what I mean? Like it's like the chart looks like it could do something. I mean, dude, this come from like I used to do AVAX every fucking day. I was an AVAX dude. I did AVAX, and there's just nothing. I don't know. Like you either trench on Solana, buy a runner on ETH or base. I remember when the meme coin hype started. There was what was that big fucking cock on AVAX? Y'all remember that shit? I was trading during when cock dropped. I saw it at like 1 mil, and while I was trading, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. And then it fucking just like went crazy. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, but imagine thinking, like, think about this, dude. You're like, it'll go to 100 this cycle. This is the thing. Like last cycle, it went to 147. Let's talk about something real quick. I want to show you guys something that will put this into perspective for you. Start looking. I'm gonna skip this. Hold on. I can't just listen to that. This is good. Take let's just look at the fibs. Don't look at anything else. Like, don't look at price action. Don't look at fucking anything else on this chart. Just look at these fibs. Alright, so Bitcoin is at the 1272. So we know that Bitcoin's at the 1272. What is Ethereum? Master fib is a fib of the entire chart, like all the history. Fucking Ethereum got to the 886 and right now it's in between the golden pocket and 786. Ethereum is at the 786 and Bitcoin's at the 1272. So we're not talking about price, we're not talking about anything else, we're just talking about where it's at the fibs. Bitcoin's here. So what that tells you is that Ethereum is a weak fucking asset right now. It's a very weak asset. You want assets that are gonna crush it soon on leverage? Up here. You need them up here already. You need them to be up here or up here, right? Let's look at Sol. Where's Sol at on fibs? Draw master fib real quick. Sol is basically at the 1. That's good. This is a good asset. It's a good asset that's gonna print soon. I don't even want to fucking talk about XRP. I know it's probably gotta be near TP fibs at this point. Or maybe not. No, it's not actually, because the last, oh my god, yeah. It's at the 1. It's basically where Solana is. XRP, yeah, this was crazy. But it's basically just where Solana is. So XRP and Solana are strong assets. We know that Sui is in the TP fibs. We know this. Yep. So it's in the TP fibs. This is a new coin too. It could easily go higher. Let's look at Doge. I wanted to look at Doge. Let's see what Doge is. Swing high, swing low. Doge is at 786. It's not as strong as Solana and XRP. It's just not that strong. Now let's look at AVAX to draw this comparison. This is what I'm leading up to, basically. We'll draw AVAX as a comparison. AVAX hit the 618. AVAX is at the 50 bit. It didn't get to 786, it didn't get to 886, it didn't get to 1. Bitcoin's here. So this is a very, like, I'm not talking about anything but the TA. It's a weak asset right now. This is weaker than Ethereum. Much, much weaker than Ethereum. I mean, like, it's performing, LTC is performing equally with AVAX right now. Holy fuck, at least it's not as bad as Atom. Hold on. No way. Holy. Atom is below the 236. This is a coin that you do not fucking buy. This is some weak shit right here. That is some weak shit. Near. Never let it down, never let. Always thought T was a wreck. Never thought T was a wreck. Looks like it's doing better than the other ones are just like that. I'm not gonna take that wick that was right next to it. Okay, it's basically operating with AVAX. It's like a 50. But it did bounce, it did get higher than AVAX. AVAX couldn't get past 618. This one got to the golden pocket. So it's stronger than AVAX. But it's still pretty good. Say is a new coin, so money can't make me pull up, damn, she naked. Same thing. Wow, this is a sad fucking show per se. It's a new coin too, right? Yeah, it's sad. Dude, Adam is down here. So far, I should make a tier list, honestly. Adam is down here. It is the second worst chart I've seen so far. Sheba. It's actually got some potential. I see some things. Not a strong asset. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy these. I'm just telling you the strength of the chart based on the fibs. Like, the strongest chart that I've looked at so far is Bitcoin. Out of all the ones that we've looked at so far. Remember, Bitcoin is here. And we know that we're still in a bull run and we still have time left. No, alt season's gonna come, but you want to buy the assets that are already like in this section or like this section. And the reason why is because those alts are gonna get more buying power than the alts that are down here. And the best way to think about that is when a bull run gets crazy, like nutty, like when you start getting to peak euphoria and everyone's making money, that's when things start running to the 2. And that's like, they'll run to the 2. They'll run to the 2414. That's pure madness all season, right? And what these guys are gonna do is when charts that are already, because I saw this last cycle, this is what happened last cycle. Charts that were here ran to like here or here. Charts that are here, which is this chart, ran to here. So like, if you can catch a dip on, and sometimes, listen, sometimes when they're down here, they're so weak that they just end up not getting picked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you rather buy the ones that are already doing well, and you want to combine that with, are they new? That's why Sui is a really good coin, because it's already at the TP fibs, so I expect it to come down from the TP fibs a little bit and operate on its own, because this whole time it actually has been operating on its own. It doesn't follow Bitcoin, it just does its own thing. So I expect it to do its own thing, come down here or maybe here, and then that would be entry, and then this motherfucker's gonna run so hard. I mean, it's a new coin. When alts, pure euphoria alt season hits, which I will explain to you how to find out when that is happening, and it's very soon. It's like basically starting, honestly. But yeah, it's just gonna correct a little bit, and then it's just gonna go to like the fucking 2414, not the 1414, the fucking 2414. It's gonna go to like $20 fucking. Some shit like that. Some insane shit like that. It's a new coin. Bro caught that bottom though. So that's why I think it's good to buy like newer coins or coins that just have such a good narrative, like XRP, Solana, Sui, great coins. That's just based on like fibs. I'll do fibs on FA real quick. Let's see what that is. Don't I make you feel special? I think you really lose when you Let's do Monday to Sunday. Okay. Wow. Holy fuck. Oh my fucking god. A chart that's better than Bitcoin.
Papa, you crazy for this one.
No, this is some fucked up shit, boys. This is a very bullish chart. Holy fuck. It was Pepe the whole time. It's always been Pepe. It's a meme coin super cycle. What are we doing here? This is gonna go higher. I don't even care if it retraces like into here some, or it even comes back to 144. Wait, let's drop the line. Okay. Makes sense. So, okay, look, we have an axis now. X marks the spot, easy mode. If market dumps, say like Bitcoin goes to fucking 95k, some stupid shit, which I don't think that it has a reason to. There are some things that could be confluence for that, but if Bitcoin goes like 95k, you can catch an entry on this, and it should get close to here. I don't know if it's going to test it, but it should get close to it. This is a very bullish chart, and this is something that's just going to go higher. Would I have this draft to? March 2025? No. August. Or no, October. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. By the end of the fucking alt season, it should pull like a 2618. What is that? Let's look at percentage. Let's say we catch it here. That's a 9x with fucking size. Because this is a big coin. You can put size into this. No, that's crazy. That's gonna be a play. I need to make a shit ton of money on leverage so I can fucking buy this shit.
You doing perps, by the way?
Yeah, bro, we're just talking TA and shit. What's up, man?
You talking TA?
Yeah, boy.
Well, I said fuck that. What's the CA?
Dude, I don't.
Because I'm trying to make money.
Oh, you trying to get after it right now?
What?
You gonna scan?
No, I was just throwing some bars out, you know.
Oh, I see. My boys.
Yeah, no.
Always putting motherfuckers in the scope.
Gotta put them in scope. Are you longing? Are you gonna long soul on the if you see it catch a bottom?
Dude, I think honestly. Okay, so I think it already kind of did that. I'm not 100% sure, but.
You think you're late?
Oh no, I shorted it from the top.
I wanted to, bro. I knew it was so obvious.
Yeah, I posted in
so
Pushing
obvious.
Perps, and I told people, I was like, it's free, just take it. Like, I'm not financial advice, just do it. We fucking caught a gnarly one with Kayden.
It just nothing can pump that fast. That's all. It was too quick.
Exactly. Nah, it found a good little floor here, actually. This is good. What you up to, Terp? What you doing? Matsu. What do I think about ETH? I think hold on. I swear I had something. I had something for this. Yeah, it looks like an inverse head and shoulders, bro. Looks good. We're in a bull market. Be bullish. I think I also drew a range on it. Let me find the fucking chart. I don't know where I put that fucking thing. Maybe I looked it up on. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so I mean, it looks like it just tapped the bottom of the range. I think it's good. Send it. I think we just gotta put like perp behind it. So Matsu is very easy. You just think about it like this: like there's bottom of the range, middle range, top range. Right now we're super fucking close to the bottom of the range, and the rules are long the bottom, short the top. Mid range, unless you fucking know what's going on, don't do nothing. No, you just bought 3 ETH. I mean, dude, It's a good entry on spot, yeah. In my opinion. Just based on like where we're at. E&A. Right. Let's see. Whoa, there's a new coin, right? Holy fuck, it's new. I like new coins. We got an issue though. We got a problem. Is this right, Athena? Yeah. Alright, so problem is there's an all-time high and we didn't fucking break it in a bull market. And it's a new coin. What is happening? Why did we not break that? It's probably from, well, no, because like this is just today. That's an issue though. Alright, so instead of seeing how high we're gonna go, we obviously didn't break all-time high, so we need to see how low we can go. It's only natural. And it also double top for us on the daily. Double top. So we have two things now telling us that it's in a downward retrace. But we do have an uptrend. And we can use that to our advantage. Well, this is clearly a support area. This. Clearly a support area. The reason why is because there's a lot of candles holding that area, and it ranged for a bit before it broke out. Now that's to say, like, I'm not saying that it's going there. I'm just saying that it's not going below there. It's not going to go below there. I would target tapping the top of that support area, which would be the 382. So, like, something like this. It'll just follow something like that, or it'll just shoot straight up. I don't know like anything about this coin, but I just know like it's a new coin. Alt season's coming up. I still need to explain that to you. I'll do that after this. Dude, it's like a new coin. I like it. I like new coins. New coins usually do well in a bull market. Let's go over Bitcoin dominance chart, just so you guys can understand it. Okay, so we understand trend lines, and we understand why we draw trend lines, because trend is your friend. We broke the trend line clearly. Everyone could see that, right? It's not a mystery. We broke down, came up, retested it. And what do we think happens here? If we come up here, and this is what TA is, you have to ask these questions of yourself. If we come up here, are we just going to retest it again and come down? Or are we going to come up and go higher? Now, in every bull market that we've ever had, Bitcoin dominance tops out and then alt season begins. And it's always in the last leg of the bull market. This is like the last year of the cycle. It's the second half of the bull market. This is where alt season begins. So the fact that we broke this trend line, we never broke it before. I mean, let's look how long this has been. How long has it fucking been? Two years. And it hasn't broken that trend line in 2 years. And now it's breaking it exactly when alt season's supposed to begin in the bull cycle. I mean, not crazy. Alt season's gonna start very soon. But what we need to see is we need to see it really, really fucking fail. We need it to come down. We gotta have it come down. And what we need is to be able to draw a trend line on that. And we know that we're in a downtrend. That's what we need to see. Right now it's acting like it wants to jump back up. That's kind of weird. But all it can do is retest this trend line and fail. So if that happens, alts aren't gonna fucking rip yet. But we're seeing shit like XRP rip, That's like a tell sign that it's coming for others. Like the shit that you see on XOP, that's coming for others, and I'm not kidding. These type of candles are coming for other alts like Solana and eventually Ethereum and Sui. It's coming. That's what happens in a bull market in alt season. You will shit your fucking pants. If you've never experienced a bull cycle before, the last half is the craziest. Because then alts start doing 50, 60% a day. And motherfuckers are waking up like, what the fuck? It's not for the weak. You gotta think in your head like, I am not selling this shit. Look, I'll just put it like this. I have time. I'm gonna show you guys a chart. It's a good chart. I spent a lot of time working on this chart. This is the Bitcoin cycle. I mapped it out for you guys. It's very simple. You just look at things as like having halfway point, top, bottom, having halfway point, top, bottom, back to back to back. So, I mean, we're at the halfway point. And what I thought was going to happen is, let me just dish it out like this. At the halfway point in 2016, we went down 40%. At the halfway point in 2020, we went down 30%. At the halfway point this cycle, I predicted we'd go down 15%. We went down 18%. Not saying that we bottomed. I'm just saying we're in a bull market. So, just like, think about it like that. We're in a fucking bull market. So, I don't think that we go down much further. We could range a bit, but I really don't see like any kind of big crash or anything. If it does happen, the lowest we would ever go is 80K. And I still just don't really see that happening. And there's one reason why. It is a big reason. It's something that you should pay attention to. There's just one thing if you're going to take away from anything. If anybody tries to tell you that it's over or the cycle's fucking over, just pay attention to this. The last time we had a halving, we had a halfway point, and then essentially before halvings, we make a run up, right? So you can see clearly that we made a run up in 2012 before halving. But that run up did not take out the last high, right? In 2016, we had a run up before halving, but that run up did not take out the last high. And what I mean by high is like the actual all-time high. This cycle, the one that we are in right now, we had a run up before halving, and we took out the last high. We got a new all-time high before the halving, which has never happened before. Literally has never happened before. So, in a way, this cycle is more bullish than any cycle has ever been. And that's why I thought, well, hey, at the halfway point, here, 40%, here, 30%, here, make it 15%, fuck it. And it went down 18%, and I'm pretty sure it's like, dude, we don't have much time left, we need to start ripping. Look at what happened in the previous cycles after the halfway point. We ripped. We fucking ripped. We're ready. We're primed. We're just trying to shake everybody out right now. Anybody that's scared is like not thinking about the big picture. For real. No, listen.
I'm scared, Ricky. Can you hold me?
I will hold you. But
Thank you.
the baby, I was just telling you on low time frame what I thought could happen. The end goal is still the same. The end goal is like everything's gonna rip for exactly.
Murky, can you give me TA on Trump coin?
Yes, I will.
Am I fucked?
Everything's gonna rip for like until October, guys. Like, yeah, we're gonna chop a little bit, and then a new expansion phase is gonna come, and it's gonna do this, and everybody's gonna be like, "I fucking knew it," you know? It'll be here. All right, so
We've seen the
let's
top of Trump, bro. I don't need it to go to the top, bro. I need it to go back to 70,
look at Trump.
bro. If we can just get back to 70, bro. If we can get back to like 65, 70, bro, I'm out, bro.
Why?
Please, bro.
How long has this been a coin? Why does Mexi have it for weeks? There's no way.
Perp's just trying to get out on God, bro. If I get it, so I have $30,000 in it right now. Look at my position, boys.
Okay, so it should go up. I think.
Dude, it's the Trump. Trump comes president tomorrow. No. Just say Trump coin one time on stage, bro, and it's over, bro. It will pump straight to 80.
Yeah, these are.
Bro, what if he says buy? What if he has a buy Trump coin hat? Or what if his hat says $sign Trump on it? Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's possible.
Please, Trump. Trump, please. I'm hoping, please.
It's honestly, it's like 50-50 what could happen here.
Bro, honestly, I'm expecting the most outrageous outcome.
It could happen. 50% chance is a pretty good chance.
I just aped a coin called Save Our Leaders. The ticker is Soul. Or Sue Our Leaders, I mean. I don't know why I said save. I
Well,
don't know how good it is. Trippa said there was crazy ball on it, but it's under my entry by like a couple K right now. Ooh, I'm getting hurt. I'm getting hurt. They're touching me. I'm getting touched. Oh, Murky. Murky, no, it's bad.
is it really bad? Wow, that
I
was
just got touched.
a perfect trend tap on Bitcoin. What the fuck?
I just got fucking touched. Oh my god, J Star.
Q2 space.
Wait, J Star retrace?
I think. Okay, so essentially, like, you don't really want to sell your bags until we're at the top, and the top is going to happen like a little bit before October and in October. So mini assets, what you have to do is you just have to draw a fib, and when they start hitting like the top of the fibs, essentially, like on Bitcoin, once it starts hitting the top of 1618, you know, that's like the time to start getting out, you know. Let's see. Let me pull out real quick. There it is. So if you draw like a master fib on Bitcoin, the 1618 is like 180K. It's gonna go there. It's gonna go there. And while Bitcoin dominance continues, because like it broke this trend, so I just only assume it's gonna start trending down. While Bitcoin dominance is trending down, but it's also going up in price, that means that alts fucking rip hard. And yeah, I only think that 180K can happen because we're in it's a more bullish cycle than people actually understand yet. this COVID cycle, it pulled a 1618 in the damn COVID cycle. Here, hold on. Yeah, it went a little over the 1618 in the COVID cycle. That was a really bad cycle. People weren't buying crypto with their stimmy money. They were buying like bullshit. They were just spending all their money going out to eat and shit.
Bro, I cannot buy anything right now. Matsu, my body, like the Cheeto is so fucked.
Jito is unstable.
I literally can't even get into coins right now. Like I'm trying to snipe new pairs and it's just.
Oh shit, I think I'm probably gonna shut it down. Terp, if you want to take over, you got it.
Yeah, I'll take over. I'll stream you.
Gucci. Alright. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Damn, this is gonna be a long OBS recording. Holy shit.
Here you go.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And listen. Potion Perps. Potion Perps. That's the channel where we call when we're doing something, and then Potion Crypto. Or no, wait. Not Potion Crypto. I think it's Crypto. Yeah, Crypto Chat. Go to Crypto Chat, and that's where we all just talk about this stuff. I'll upload it as soon as possible. It's gonna be a long video. Alright. Later, guys.
I'm known for terrorize. Got 12 on my back. I swear to God, I really done caught here about it. Them bodies, and I swear I keep it brick. I cannot talk about it. But only thing I do is pop my shit. That's how I talk about it. I really don't know nobody. Like my gang, we really bad it. Niggas step up to the plate. I show you we get sad about it. You know you niggas don't wanna be dead. Don't get beheaded. Cause you know we ready and we 4D scrubbed up and shady. Pull up in the all black Impala 4D. Me and my dog Creep. We got one finna put his head to sleep. I don't think it's